What is up with the weather, people? Yesterday we had a high of like 20 degrees Celsius. For anybody who's in the States, that's like 68 degrees. Today I wake up and there's a freaking blizzard going on outside, and it snowed on and off all day. It was snowing a little bit on my way home. I think I'm pretty sure they said they're expecting possible flurries tonight. Like, oh my god, like what is up with this weather? This is nuts. I'm trying to find out what the temperature is right now. It's -1. -1. It's below freezing, people. Which would be 30 degrees for y'all in the States. But yeah, crazy weather. But knowing weather was going to be a little weird. Last night, on the way home, I decided to hit up a Toys R Us. They currently have a sale on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's 20% off. I could be wrong, but because that's the only place to essentially get those retro Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures that have been coming out, I had to stop in and see if they had anything left. And they did. Luckily they did. But they only had 2 of them. Well, 2 different figures. They had more than 2 on the shelf. They just only had the 2 figures. So, I picked up Retro Splinter. So essentially, I'm guessing that I don't have any of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I'm guessing that's exactly how they were beforehand, and the packaging's all retro styled, you know. I don't know if it's an exact duplicate or not, and the only difference is that classic collection in the top corner. But yeah, who knows? I don't know. I could probably do some research on that. The other figure I picked up was Shredder, sporting the classic blue and purple. So right now, everything else that's available are the 4 turtles and then the van. But they didn't have any of the turtles. They did have the van. Could have gotten the van, but whatever. They had a lot of vans. I wasn't really worried about it. So today I decided I had to go to Best Buy because my copy, I was watching season 2 of The Unit last night, and the second DVD disc was a bad disc. Like, it was really bad. I pulled it out and it was weird. I pulled it out and I looked at it and I'm like, okay, maybe it's scratched, maybe it's something. What's going on with this? And I'm looking at it, there's no scratches. But if I, tilted it a certain way, I could see, and there was all these little dots type things actually embedded in the disc. I was like, oh, okay, something got in there when they were pressing this disc, man. Like, I don't know if it's in the plastic portion or if it's in the I don't know, whatever, the portion that's actually pressed. But either way, it wasn't on the surface. And there was enough of them that obviously the laser kept hitting them, and it didn't know what to do. And you know what? If it's just one blip while you're watching, a show, whatever, I don't care. I'm cool with that. But if essentially, I think it was on halfway through the first episode on that disc, and there's 4 episodes per disc, and it blipped. And then I was watching it, blipped. I was like, what? And I took it out and put it back in, same thing. I was like, wow. And then it just blipped and blipped, and every time it was blipping, it was almost like it was skipping ahead to the next chapter stop. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but eventually I was like, after the 4th it blipped to the next episode. I was like, well, I apparently can't watch this one because I have no idea what happened. And the second episode started doing it again. I was like, okay, so this isn't just one episode that has this problem. It's multiple episodes on this disc. I'm just going to take it back. So I went onto the Best Buy website, made sure that they had stock on it, ordered it in so that it was there for me when I got there. brought the disc, you know, the disc in with my receipt, had it exchanged, got myself a new copy. Hopefully it works. I'll be watching that, you know, portion of that tonight. But there's also a Toys R Us there, and I decided, you know what? I only got the Shredder, I only got the Splinter. Let's go see if they have any of the Turtles. Went in there, but they also only had Shredders and Splinters. So apparently everybody was out there trying to get their hands on these retro figures, and yeah, they all picked up the same ones, the Turtles. You have to think that they picked up the Shredders and the Splinters too. They couldn't have just picked up the Turtles, would they? Like, who would do that? If you're going to pick up 4, might as well pick up all 6. So I don't know how the packs are, but, you know, today when I went there, it was, I think they had 6 Shredders and 4 Splinters. And I was like, they only had enough spots for maybe, I don't know, 6 more figures. So, yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, this is just a quick little toy chest update. Got me some of these retros. Yeah. Now, I don't know. See, I did watch at one of the Toy Fair things. Somebody did an interview, and they did say that they were going to release more of the retro things as long as they sold well. And I think Bebop and Rocksteady are planned. If that's the case, maybe a Foot Soldier, and maybe April O'Neil and Casey. That was Krang. I guess Krang was out there too. See, that's the whole thing. I don't remember what was actually released. I'll have to look that up. Do some research. So, collecting, research, they go hand in hand, people. Can't get out of it. Sorry, you went to school and you thought you were done. You graduated, figured, I'm never going to have to research anything ever again. Well, guess what? Not only is that not true, because usually when you're working in some kind of business, you are going to continually be learning. You may look up something in some kind of thing on the internet, do some kind of e-learning, do some kind of courses, read some books, just to not only learn new things, but even just to refresh what you've already learned it previously. Maybe you didn't learn them all again. But guess what? Collecting, you gotta do your research. You gotta know your stuff. Otherwise you get burned. Don't get burned. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut this video here. Got another one right after this. Woo! What did I get? We'll see very, very soon. Till the next one, guys. Take care and have